Yo guys, so a bit more of a constructive video from a so-called Call of Duty Battlefield 6 Delta Ops hate channel. But yeah guys, I've actually got, as my dog just decides to run through the dog flap, whatever you want to call it, at 4 million miles an hour, so do apologise if you could hear that in the background. So I want to make a video just being a bit more constructive about Battlefield 6 and what I kind of think they need to change. I've got a few bullet points, as I always do, what I want to talk about. Now, by no means is this list a list which I think they should change based on community feedback. This is my list. There's going to be people who agree, disagree with what I'm saying, but if you do disagree with what I'm saying, let me know why in the comment section, and if you've got any points which you think I should cover in another video talking about what needs to be changed in the game, please by all means leave a comment in the comment section. If you are wondering, maybe you're one of the people who I've not interacted with in my comment section, I do apologise, but we're getting loads and loads of comments on my recent videos, and unfortunately I'm unable to answer every single comment, and I kind of like to do that. I like to answer as many comments as I can, may it be positive, negative, whatever. So yeah, I do apologise. The best way to get an actual answer from me is you can either follow me on my Twitter page, which is a good place to go, or alternatively, if you watch one of my latest videos within the first 2 or 3 hours of it being posted, that's normally when I'm on YouTube on my mobile phone and I'm answering whatever comments are on there. So yeah, let's get on with it. So first thing I want them to change, this is in by no particular order, guys. I've not ranked them in what's most important, what's least important. I'm just kind of going to go through which things I'd change. Again, people might disagree with this. There's a lot of things I would change, so I'm sure there's going to be people who are going to go, oh, you're talking out your arse, Simon. Don't want to have that in the game. That's good, and vice versa. So, number one, get rid of automatic spotting. It should not be in the game. Just have it so we have to press Q on our keyboard. It's not difficult. Just at the moment, it's like Christmas trees running around. We've had it before where it's like you're playing spot the yellow icon, sorry, orange icon or whatever. And talking about that, guys, why can't you even customize your HUD on this game? Something else they need to have in the game. Let players as well edit the loadouts in between matches. Obviously, we need bigger maps. I've talked about this a million times. Now, this is probably going to be one what's going to annoy people. I think that the snipers need a complete rebalance. I think that as soon as you aim down sight, you shouldn't have scope glint immediately. But again, you've got to kind of counteract that, so making it that we've got suppression in the game. Because at the moment, right, there's no suppression mechanics in this game whatsoever. So you need suppression. Currently, there's no counterplay to sniping other than counter sniping. But however, you've kind of got to balance this all, because sniping in the game is terrible unless you're playing on the Liberation map and everybody's sat up on the rocks, they don't move all game. I kind of don't blame them, because you can't really do anything other than play that way with sniping. So yeah, the only counter to sniping is counter sniping. Add suppression into the game, which is obviously going to make it harder to snipe, but then get rid of the glint on the scope. Don't get rid of it completely, sorry. Just have it like it comes on after, I don't know, maybe they've aimed down the sight for 3 or 4 seconds. So kind of bring a bit of skill back to sniping, because in this game, you can just sit in a place, you can have a medic pack, again, you know, stuff not class locked. Class locked stuff should be default, guys. So again, you need to have a game mode which only has big maps in rotation with the weapons and gadgets locked to it. I kind of think that you need to get rid of open classes and weapons completely. For fuck's sake, it's Battlefield, guys, not Call of Duty. I get deaths behind corners quite regular, so that's the netcode. Again, playing devil's advocate here. Maybe because there's that many people playing the game, you can kind of give EA a bit of a break, guys. Look, I'm saying something positive, guys. I'm defending EA. Holy crap, you know, Size had his, you know, payment through the post. I've had the 4.1 million paycheck from EA for me to make, you know, positive content on the game. Holy shit, guys. You know, people kind of label me as a hater, but I just want to make these games as good as possible. So there's funky physics sometimes, right? When I've had it about 3 or 4 times where you're running along and then you like flings you in the air, guys. It's weird. It's like you're getting stuck on something and then the game kind of shoves you in the air. Really, really weird. Pretty simple one here, guys. Hardcore mode. Server browser needs to be in the main game. I just cannot believe that we've not got server browser in this game. Absolutely criminal to not have one of the best things in Battlefield's history for him to do. Server browser, community servers. Community servers are great. I've talked about it before in other videos, so I'm not going to go into it too much. Now, there's this one, what people have been talking about. We've already got cheaters in the game. I've probably run into 2 obvious rage hackers while I've been playing So I've not really played that many games, so I should imagine there's quite a lot of people running cheaters. Everybody were complaining about, obviously, secure boot, kernel level access, all that kind of stuff. If it's not working, you may as well just get rid of secure boot. Get rid of it completely and just let people play on it without worrying about bricking the PCs, because ultimately, if it's not working as intended, it's completely pointless having it, so you may as well just get rid of it, make it redundant, because it's completely pointless. The time to kill is very inconsistent. Sometimes you get melted, other times you can't kill somebody with a full mag. That needs to change. Again, that's probably server-related stuff, infrastructure, so get rid of that. Personalized load, I think I've already talked about. Suppressing fire in general, I'm not just on about being able to suppress the snipers. This should be suppressing fire in this game. We've had it in other Battlefield games, so why have you not brought it into this game? Again, they're trying to make it like COD and not really like Battlefield. 6-player squads. I think there needs to be 6-player squads in the game. It's my opinion. I just think it works better 6 instead of 4. People might disagree with me. One of the big things what they should change immediately is the medic class. Make the medic class great again. Medic classes should be the only class in the game where you can resurrect people, and they should only be the only class with a defibrillator. Again, that kind of links back to one of my earlier points where everything needs to be locked to classes. That's what Battlefield is. Class lock weapons, abilities, gadgets, whatever. Yeah, just lock them, guys. That's all you need to do. Headshots should be insta-kills with snipers. It really, really should. Like, there's no reason why you should be headshotting somebody and it does not kill them when you're using a sniper. Now, something kind of to round off this video, because I've pretty much gone through everything as quick as I can. Don't really want to make 20-minute videos on some of what can be done in 10 minutes. When you're capturing a flag, guys, right? I know they've changed this multiple times over the years, but you should have return flags on objectives. So instead of just you getting it and them having it, you should kind of get it to neutral. And I think as well, you should get faster capturing the closer you are to the exact point of the flag. I really, really like that mechanic. I know not everybody's going to like that, but for me, that is something they should do. Now, this video isn't a complete list. I'm sure there's loads of things I've missed out here. I've tried to go over things what I'd change. Again, this is in no particular order. There's a few obvious things in here which I'd change more so than others, like the medic class being the only class who can, have, the res ability. Obviously, I want bigger maps. That's a big thing. And again, I think everything should be locked. Weapons, gadgets, and all that kind of stuff should be class specific to give that class a particular meaning. Because at the moment, a sniper can, sit up in the hills, put a medic pack down because he's playing as a medic with a sniper weapon. Shouldn't really work like that, in my opinion. And to be fair, I think generally speaking, the weapon balancing should be a bit better. The DMRs are a complete waste of time. And yeah, guys, I don't really think they're going to change much for Weekend 2. They've already said they're going to have bigger maps in the game, but again, let's just see how those maps play, because even the biggest map in this beta, the Liberation Peaks map, that doesn't even play that good, guys. It's just bad game design, in my opinion, but who am I to criticize when I've never made a video game myself? So, I get labeled a hate channel for Battlefield content, but again, I just want the game to be as good as it can be. So, people saying, oh, you just hate her. Well, I've given videos with constructive feedback and criticism, so it's up to EA to actually listen to channels like mine instead of just, spending millions and billions of pounds, on all the influencers trying to mindfuck people into, thinking this is a better game than what it can be. Is it a bad game? No, I've said in comment sections that I believe this is a 5 out of 10 video game, but how it's getting hyped up in the community, it's like everybody's thinking it's a 10 out of 10, best game ever, best Battlefield Call of Duty Delta Force game ever, guys. It's not a bad game. It's a 5 out of 10 game at best in its current state. It's not bad. It's not great. It's not shocking. Yeah, when you get everybody singing from the same hymn shit, saying this is the best Battlefield game ever, yeah, like fuck it is. Absolute morons, guys. And that's the problem with the gaming community. Like, they all get into these situations where they go, oh yeah, remember guys, don't pre-order, blah blah blah, getting right angry because the game's shit, and then 12 months 2 years later or whatever, they all do the exact same thing again. They never learn the lessons. And thankfully, guys, it looks like we started to build a Battlefield 6 community on my channel who don't buy into any of that nonsense. So yeah, again, thank you for your support, guys. Really appreciate it. And again, please let me know. Well, just do this in the comment section, guys, right? Even if you don't normally leave comments, do me a favor. If you could change one thing and one thing only in Battlefield 6, what would it be? So I look forward to reading those responses. All right, love you all, guys. Have a great week. Cheerio, my friends. Goodbye for now. And again, thank you for your support. Really, really means a lot. Cheerio.